And welcome to the Coach's Corner post-game show. I'm the coach, Dick Cox, joined by Kristy Palmer. Kristy, Panthers came out a little bit sluggish tonight. Kansas City came out fired up. Kansas City dominated the first quarter, but the Panthers were up 7-6.
Absolutely. They, Kansas City actually came out with a much more intensity than the Panthers did in the first half, but they weren't able to score touchdowns. They held them to field goals, and that ultimately, I think, was huge factor in the game because, like you said, we ended up being up 7-6.
Smith picked them apart, I thought, early. At one stage, I think he was something like 9 out of 11 passing for over 100 yards, though. But, again, the key thing was not able to get them in the end zone. One of the field goals, Ryan Suckup with a 54-yard field goal right there. But, that's the second straight week that the Panthers defense on the first series has given up some big chunks, big plays. But, again, the positive thing out of it is they're only giving up field goals.
Absolutely, and then it's kind of what the preseason's for. We're going to get better. I think regular season, I don't think they're going to take off, the first half. They can't afford to. So definitely, I like the way the defense is picking it up. Picking up the intensity, and stepping it up throughout the game.
First time this year we've seen Cam Newton in a real game. First time we've seen Jonathan Stewart on grass this year, though. And both, right. I think he's allergic to the grass at Wofford College. We never see him play there in training camp, though. But he comes through, runs the ball. I thought he really gave him a spark when he came in the game because the running game seemed to pick up. What were being 2-3 yard games started becoming 7-yard, 8-yard carries, and he looked strong and powerful.
He looks healthy. That's a good sign. We haven't been able to say he looks healthy in 2 years. So obviously his hamstring issue, it doesn't appear to be an issue anymore. And it was nice to see him not only score once but twice. And I'm sure that has to be a confidence boost for himself. Yes, it's preseason, but it's your first touchdowns in 3-4 years probably at least. It
has been a while, and I liked your comment the first time he got an 8-yard gain. Kristy yells, "Don't get hurt!"
Yeah, I was like, "Please don't get hurt." It was a pretty run, and like you said, I definitely think he gave the running game some energy, some enthusiasm, and brought the offense to life for sure.
Again, Benjamin with a couple of big catches. Got overthrown on one deep ball, which kind of surprised me that I think he's got deceptive speed because, again, big kid, 6'5", 240, but had beaten his man deep, and Cam just overthrew him, though. And I think, we're going to see that if they get single coverage on him, though, then he may catch a few long balls.
No, I absolutely agree. And 240, do we think he's lost some weight? Because he's fast. He's really fast, and I definitely I hope he doesn't get overthrown too much. They need to reel that back in. But, that was disappointing for me because I know that all through training camp it was, we've had no drops from Cam to Benjamin, and it's, that was a big discussion down there. So definitely it's good to see them start clicking there towards the end of the game or the end of the first half.
Greg Olson sits the game out tonight, though. Dixon with a couple of big catches. But Williams, the man-child, caught one and could not get him down.
No, and I'm still not sure why they blew the whistle. That was not a tackle. I think that was like a mercy rule or something. They did not tackle him. But that dude's big. He's big. That's I don't know why they tried to strip the ball. Tackle him. You have to tackle him. You're not going to be able to strip the ball from that guy.
And on the other side of the ball, on a kickoff, he was on the kickoff team, actually picked the guy up and body slammed him.
If this doesn't work out, WWE's on the phone right now. He's a big guy, and I'm excited. I think he's definitely got a spot on this team. I think he's going to be a playmaker for us.
My offensive star of the game was Fozzie Bear. Fozzie Whitaker had some nice runs, and he may have moved up the depth chart. I'm just wondering if Kermit was downfield blocking for Fozzie and the rest of the Muppets.
I didn't see anybody in green out there, so I don't think so. But no, Fozzie, MVP of the game for sure for me. He definitely, just like Jonathan Stewart in the first half, second half, Fozzie's given the team energy. I think he's going to be a fan favorite. I definitely think he's earned a spot on this team. Special teams, running game, he's going to be a big plus.
You go from Fozzie to warm and fuzzy, and that the Wofford alumnus Burson comes in and catches his first touchdown pass, and again was talking in the locker room what a huge thrill that was growing up in Charlotte, watching Ricky Parole, who's his coach now, make catches in here, though, but having grown up in Charlotte, getting to finally find the end zone with the football.
I can't imagine how that feels. I know how it feels to dance in front of these people, but to grow up wanting to play football and to catch a touchdown in a professional NFL game, I can only imagine how excited he is. I'm not ready to say he's got a spot on this team yet. I don't know. I know Cam likes him, but he'll be the last receiver, I think, if he gets a spot. But I don't know if he can contribute enough. We were talking up there on special teams to make a difference to be worthy of a roster spot. We'll see.
And again, another guy I think he's battling with who didn't do a lot but did some things that caught my eye tonight is Philly Brown in the return game. That I think the Panthers have got to have somebody that's got that breakaway speed that he's got, and somebody that's a threat. Now I don't know where Polaris was tonight. If he was hurt, didn't play with that though. But Brown had some nice kickoff returns and punt returns, and again, you've got to have somebody who can step in to take Ted Ginn Jr.'s spot.
My concern with Philly Brown is he drops it a lot. He made a whole lot of fair catches, which is good, but the one time he didn't fair catch it, he dropped it. He picked it up and gained a few yards, but you have to catch those. You can't let those drop. So over the next 2 games, I'll definitely be looking to see if that improves.
Well, I'm pulling for Philly Brown because I love Philly cheesesteaks. Yeah. So it makes me think of a Philly cheesesteak when I say Philly Brown. So I'm pulling for him, though. So still 2 exhibition games to go. And Coach Rivera was, as you said, talking about Burson, the Walford Wonder, there said he's got 2 more chances to make the team right there, though. So what are your impressions? I know you got to see the game tonight. You are not able to come to the last game, but got to see the game tonight, though. But, what's your take on week 2?
I think it was a good week. I did get to watch the game last week. I just wasn't, here. But definitely a better game. I think it was better executed. Good to see Cam out there for the first time, seeing how the ankle feels. I'm glad they kept him in longer than just the first quarter. I think he needed it. So I think that was a good decision to get some sort of rhythm. Kelvin Williams, I'm really excited to see him play. I think he's going to be a star on this team. So I'm definitely excited to see what happens over the next 2 weeks, see who ends up making the cut. It'll be great when Olsen's back and we have all of our offensive weapons. If we don't have him, I think we're in trouble for sure. But definitely looking forward to seeing how the offensive line continues to. I think Byron Bell did a great job tonight, and seeing the receiving core as a whole, without people missing.
Last time we did a show, we sat down and we talked about receiving core and the offensive line were the 2 questions coming in right now. Well, they've made it through 2 games. What kind of grade would you give them?
That's a tough one. The homer in me wants to say a B+, and they're getting better. They're just average for now. I'll go with a C. I won't go lower than that. But I definitely think there's room for improvement. There always is. But it's not horrible. I don't think, we need to panic to get off the ledge. We'll be okay.
Our other question we had was that we lost about the whole secondary. I'm still got a little bit of concern right there. I know they're playing a lot of kids back there, but there were a lot of wide open receivers tonight. I don't know if it's busted coverages, whether it was zone coverages and the people didn't get their zone, or man missed assignment. But we talked about that during the game too. He was wide open. They're leaving too many receivers open.
Absolutely. But I think Kaysen, he put on a good show tonight. Deku, I think he's going to be great. And then if Roman Harper can get healthy, I think he'll be, veteran leadership. We need that. I know he does a lot of coaching down on the side, but I'm definitely looking forward to him coming back and seeing what he can do in the secondary. I
just can't get over seeing a gray-headed defensive back in the locker room. That's almost as bad as a ball-headed defensive back.
He wears it well. He looks distinguished. It's fine. You're not old. It's okay.
Well, his turn gray, mine turn loose.
Well, I still have mine for now. So.
And yours didn't go anywhere.
I don't know.
Right there, though. So next week, the next 2 weeks are going to be on the road right there, and I'll be curious to see. The first 2 games have been here in the friendly, no place like home, Dorothy, Bank of America Stadium right here, though. But they got to go on the road for the next 2 exhibition games.
I know that'll be a good test for them to see. I wish we were playing somewhere warm so they can get more acclimated. I know in Spartanburg it wasn't as hot and humid as usual, and so the first week in Tampa, I hope they're conditioned for that. So too bad we don't have a hot and humid team to play on the road.
and really, like you said, that the next 3 games are actually going to be on the road. The season opener will be in Tampa before the Panthers come home in week 2 to take on the Detroit Pistons, the Detroit Lions.
We're definitely not playing the Pistons.
No.
That would be interesting.
Yes.
Is that who we play first?
First week is Tampa Bay. First home game is Detroit.
Okay, I had them backwards for some reason. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that opening game. It's a month away, though. That's a long way to be on the road. but I guess they have a tough road schedule, coming up in the season, so maybe that'll prepare them some for that. I'm looking forward to seeing, the Bank of America rocking, though, whenever they do come home and it actually counts.
It is. So, well, it's late. It is after midnight. I'm getting ready to turn into a pumpkin. It is a school night for me. It is a work night for you.
Oh, I'm ready for bed. I'm sleepy.
Your final score tonight from Bank of America Stadium was the good guys, the Carolina Panthers, 28. And who did we play tonight? We played Kansas City. The Chiefs. Too many Chiefs and not enough Indians. Yes, I've got to get up at 5:30 in the morning. So that's going to wrap it up from Bank of America Stadium. She's Kristy Palmer. I'm the coach, Dick Cox. We'll see you here when the Panthers come back in Week 2 versus the Detroit Lions. Until then, have a good week, everybody.